All right, I'm going to reiterate for the video. This is our very first day, and we're going to follow the agenda that's on the sideboard. All right, so one of the first things that we're going to do, we get a packet at the beginning of every week. The first thing we do when we get that packet, what do you think we do first? Write our name. Please make sure you spell out your first and your last name. If your name is different, if you want to be called something different, please write it out to the side because I need to be able to find you first. So write out the name that you would like to be called out to the side until I get used to seeing that name. Because if I can't find you, I can't give you a grade, okay? So please make sure that you don't just put the name you want to be called, but put the name you want to be called plus the name that is on the roster. Any questions about that? Okay. Today is the 29th. It's the 29th, right, y'all? Jesus, take the wheel. This is Q1. That's what the Q stands for. Week 1. Please write that in, the date. Next, we write the assignments that are due at the end of the week. And by the end of the week, I mean Friday. Okay? These are the items that are due on Friday. The warm-up. We do a warm-up Monday through Thursday. And the homework. We can abbreviate homework or we can spell the word out. The abbreviation, of course, you've seen for homework. And we have a pre-test on Friday. Okay? Raise your hand if you need more time to write. The essential questions are on the board. I'm going to read those out to you. Ms. Reyes, what are essential questions? Essential questions are questions that you should be able to answer at the end of the week. Sometimes things will change. We may add or delete one depending on how far we get, okay? So we're not married to those just yet. The first essential question we're going to put in the box. Number 1 is, what is a real number? You should be able to answer that question by Friday. What is a real number? What is a real number? And it actually says system. What is a real number system? Oh, that's right. It's the shipping, girl. Yes, ma'am. You got it, sweetie. Everybody got what they need? Everybody have a pencil? If you don't, just raise your hand. I'll give you one. Ms. Peters, can you pass one of these out to the students? It doesn't matter about the number. Okay. Just so I know how many I have. Thank you so much. All right, the second essential question, I forgot to pause the video, is we're defining the following vocabulary words, okay? This is what we're defining. Real numbers, rational, irrational, integers, whole numbers and natural numbers. Okay, and I'm going to pause to give you a chance to write. I'm going to reread it again for those of you that might not have heard me, but I'm going to pause the video, okay? All right, so now we're going to write down what we're going to do today. Today we are going to go over the student handbook. Some of you I saw working on the warm-up, which that's what I asked you to do. That's good. We won't go over it today, but I did want you to do the warm-up, and I saw some of you doing that, so that's great. That was one of the first things that we did. Okay, then we, of course, did our introduction to class, intro. We're going to go over the student handbook, and we're going to set up our notebook. You okay? Good deal, bye. Tonight, we're going to do Monday's homework. And there is a video for it. And I'll send you the video in Remind. And it's also on Canvas. Tomorrow, I'm going to check your homework. If you don't have your homework, you only get 1 stamp. If it's incomplete, you get 2 stamps. If you got 100% completed, you get the 3 stamps. Each homework assignment for the homework grade is worth 25 points. Any questions? Okay, I'm going to pause for the calls. Okay, all right, thank you, sir. All right, so we should already have this done. I'm going to show you where the homework is. It's the last page of the packet. The video is a very short video that fills in all the boxes for you. Again, 2 places you'll see this. You'll see the video in Canvas, and you'll also see the video sent to you in Remind. Okay, that's the last page. All right, any questions? On your folder, there's a little folder that you have. We're going to write our name on our folder. We're going to write our name on our folder. Okay, let me see your folder real quick. At the very top, I just took a folder for a second. Do you see at the top? This is where it says name. Go ahead and put your name on the folder, your first and last name. You can use the Sharpie. There's a Sharpie in the supplies that I gave you. You can do that. And you can also put your name here if you need to see it bigger. You have a Sharpie, so you can do that. Okay, so somewhere on your folder, you can put this is 3rd period. And of course, I've already put on the little tab that it's Math8. Okay. Inside your folder, go ahead and open your folder up. On the bottom part with your Sharpie, this is your work that needs to be done. This is work to do. Yes, the first side. Yes, ma'am. And on the other side, on the right side, most of us are right-handed. On the right side of the folder, we're going to put finished work. So this is the work you've already completed. Finished work goes on this side. So the first side, this is work to do. And on the second side, it's finished work. Colton, are you good, baby? Kate, are you good? You got it all in? All right. Andre, you good? Yeah. Good deal. All right. So now the packet, you see this packet that we just wrote on? We're going to put that into work to do. I'm going to tell you. Do you see the code? This code of ethics? Go ahead and put that in finished work. That's nothing for you to actually do. So the green booklet, put that in the finished work. The handbook, you can leave the handbook out because we're getting ready to go over the first couple pages. This white little book right here that says student handbook, just leave that out. Okay? I'm going to repeat so you are not lost, those of you that didn't hear me. This first tab is work to do, and we put our packet here. The second part of the folder, finished work, and so far in there, we have all the other papers in there. So that's that green booklet, we put that there. And now we're going to take out this beautiful and lovely handbook, the Bible. I'm joking. I'm joking. All right, I'm going to pause for the calls, make sure everybody has the handbook out. So let's do it, Lord. Let's do it. All right, so the first couple pages, or the very first page, put your name in it so that you know this is your handbook. This is Miss Reyes' handbook. Your home-based teacher, that's me, Mrs. Reyes. Poor thing. And then your student signature will go here and your parent signature will go here. I'll pause for the calls to give you a chance to write those things in, okay? And it says you've read it. So if you want to wait until after we go over it to sign it, that's fine too. If you want to use your Sharpie, you can use your Sharpie. If you want to use your pencil, you can use your pencil. Just with your homework assignments and things that we do in class, please write with the pencil. Y'all good? Everybody good? Everybody good? All right. All right, so let's do it. First page. All right, the Jaguar way, you'll see that there on the first page. That's how we behave. That is, it says, as a student at Southeast Middle School, I am responsible for my own learning. It is my job to participate in my education each day. I am accountable for my actions. Just like me, I'm accountable for my actions. I can control this. It is my job to participate in my education each day. I am accountable for my actions. I had to read that again. I'm sorry, y'all. I can be a role model for my friends and my classmates each day. I treat others with respect. And we talked about that respect thing. Sometimes people think it's okay to treat people the way they think they should be treated. You need to treat people the way they want to be treated, not how you think they should be treated. Okay, that's respect. Okay, so we respect. Listen, this is super important. We respect their race, ethnicity, gender, orientation, identity, age, or ability. Okay, or ability does not matter. Everyone deserves respect. Super important. I show kindness and help others in need. I'm always going to do that, okay? I'm always going to do that. I serve my school and my community with pride. I am honest and I admit when I make a mistake. Sometimes that's hard to do, okay? But after a while, you get used to it if you keep practicing that. It's a good thing to do. We don't know everything. Sometimes we do make mistakes in this world, and it's okay to make a mistake. Just correct the mistake that you made, okay? And keep it pushing. Do you understand? Because we're going to make them. The object is to make as less mistakes as possible, and don't keep making the same mistake over and over again, okay? Because then you're just doing it on purpose, right? And it's not a mistake. It's done on purpose. Where am I at, Miss Reyes? Show kindness and humility. I'm honest. Learning from my mistake helps me to grow. I have the power to make decisions every day. Understanding the importance of choosing wisely helps me reach my true potential. I believe that everything or that anything is possible. I accept challenges to make me more successful in school and in life. I know that my behavior choices, attitude impacts every person in the school. I am a proud member of the Jaguar community. All right. This is our 8th grade schedule. I gave you a copy of that when we came in, so I don't need to read that part out to you. Remember that the building opens at 7 o'clock, okay? Please make sure that you're here before the 7:30, the bell. Please make sure that car riders must be picked up by 2:20. You know, school lets out at that 1:50, 2 o'clock time, but your ride needs to be here by that time, okay? Next page. Lift period is our homeroom, okay? Lift period is our homeroom. You'll see a nice colorful schedule up there for lift period. Monday in our homeroom, we do math already. Tuesday in our homeroom, sorry, I forgot just that quick, y'all. I'm telling you, the mind is a terrible thing to waste. Let me see which one. Tuesday is our social emotional learning. We'll have some discussions. This will be real fun. Wednesday is already reading. Thursday is homework help. This will be good too. Okay, you'll get homework help videos, but if you're behind and you need that extra little push, this is a good day to help you kind of get caught up before everything's due on Friday. And then we have read aloud. And here we're going to do read aloud in small groups. I'm not going to ask you to read aloud in front of everybody. It's going to be read aloud at your table. Okay. So that's how the schedule is going to go for Lyft. We might not get started with that this week because of all the different things that we have going on. Are there any questions? Okay. All right. Bus routines. You'll understand the flow of the traffic. Nothing has really changed there. PM dismissal is going to be posted on the, what is that called? The teams, like it was last year. You look for your name when your teacher pulls up that team dismissal. How do you say that? Is that right? Is it on, it's on Teams, right? Okay. So you'll see that that is the time that you will go to your locker, get your stuff, and exit. Okay. Breakfast, you'll go to breakfast as soon as you check in your homeroom class. You'll get a breakfast pass. The breakfast passes are there. It's 2 people at a time. So please don't take forever because people got to eat. Okay. So you pick up a yellow pass, you go to breakfast, and you come back immediately so other people can go. It's only 2 people per class. Flowers, balloons, and gifts. No gifts for students during delivered to the school. So please tell your parents you cannot have balloons and all those things delivered here to the school. Injuries. If a student is injured at school, your parent will be contacted and there's an incident form that will be completed. Lockers. With your lockers, the lock fee is 50 cents. Okay. So in order to use the lock, well, you've already have your locker. So whenever you bring in your 50 cent, that's fine. If you lose that locker, it is that lock is $5. Okay. So it's very important that as soon as you take your lock off, put your stuff in, put that lock right back. Questions, comments, or concerns? All right. There is a lost and found in the office. Your lunch, okay? Your lunch. Please make sure, bye, sweetie, have a good day. Lunch is available for purchase, okay? Items you do it during the lunchtime. Please make sure that you fill out free and reduced lunch form. Please make sure that you do that, okay? Supplies. If you need supplies, please let us know. Each teacher has their own supplies. Chromebooks are issued. Please make sure you keep up with your Chromebook. Don't let anybody else use your Chromebook. You are responsible for that Chromebook. There's in the back, do you see on that file cabinet? That's where you can charge your Chromebook. If you forgot your Chromebook for the day, make sure you bring it every day. You might not need it for the first couple days, but you will need it at some point. Please make sure that you bring it each day and that it's charged. If you forget, because sometimes we forget, then you use one of the ones that's in the back. Any questions? Okay, good deal, y'all. Textbooks, you don't have to worry about that.
Do you want to hold your kids for a minute?
Oh, that's fine.
They haven't went to the restroom at the end of the hall.
Okay. All right. Um, telephone usage. If you need to use a telephone in case of an emergency, you can go down to the office and use their phone. You can use the phone that's in the classroom. You have to have permission from the teacher if you want to use your personal phone. Questions, comments, or concerns? Grading policy, we're holding off for a minute, as you all heard. These are the different grades here. We're on a 10-point scale, same as last year. Nothing has changed there, y'all. Next page. Okay. Do not forget that you have to pass for middle school promotion to the next grade. You must pass 75% of your classes. That means, of your elective classes, which means you can only fail one elective course and you can only fail one core class. Honor roll, straight A's, and AB honor roll. Straight A's means you got all A's. AB means you got a 3.0, B average. Okay. Student schedules, please make sure that you follow your school student schedule. You can, just because if you don't like a teacher, you can't just switch a class. Okay. They don't do the school preference, like the teacher preference, like you move from here to there unless there's some certain special circumstances. Okay, because it's a lot of students, y'all, and we really are at a shortage of teachers. Communication, you got parent and guardian information. Please make sure that let's see here. Please make sure no messages are taken after the 1:50 p.m. time. Okay, you cannot check out. Do you see here early checkout after 1:50 p.m. Okay, that's super important to know those things. What else? We got teacher parent conferences can be scheduled. Your parent need or teacher can reach out. Remember, if there's an email that you send, teachers have up to 24 hours during the school week, not on the weekend, to answer your email. So if you send something on Friday, you can get something on Monday. Okay, that's how that works. But they're not required to answer your messages on the weekends. Okay, and very important to remember that. Some people do, but you have to think that's the weekend. Okay. Visitors must sign in the front office. If you have medication, you need to make sure that you have a note for that medication. There's a form that you have to fill out, okay, in order for you to take medication here at the school. And you have to have it administered at the office. You can't just, unless there's some special circumstances. We ready?
I don't know how we're going to do this. I guess if you want to dismiss yours first, and I'm just going to let them know, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Last thing. Wait, please wait. These are the last couple things, and then we would have covered everything on our agenda. Okay. Do not forget, this is super important for your parents. It has to be in writing if there is some type of custody issue, and that needs to be given to the office. Notification if you moved. Okay. There are forms that you have to fill out if you're a non-residential school. That means you don't live in district. Withdrawal procedures, please make sure that there's papers that you fill out on that as well. Questions? All right. Please put this right here in your folder. Which pocket you gonna put this in? The finished work. All right. You all did an amazing job. So sorry we had to go through all the little boring stuff first, but it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna take those up.